Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have a brand new one from Cmb Made Knives to share with you guys and gals today, and I am excited to see it because it looks very fancy and very pointy, and it comes with a very nice pouch. You can put two in there. That's pretty cool. The Cmb Made Knives I have checked out so far are very nice, very nice, and this is going to be the nicest one so far. For there you go, look at this. It's the Cmb 09. It's designer's Tigers or Tiguas and M390 blade steel, baby. Oh, you ready to get in here? Let's check it out. This is one of their higher end jobbies. What are their higher end? Oh my goodness. Would you look at it? Just look at it. Oh my goodness. That is sweet. Let me use this nice microfiber cloth to clean it off. Wow, take a look at that. Man, this is fancy. I can't remember what you call that, but that's where they have metal in with the carbon fiber. And give you a nice up close look here. Wow, that is very nice. The aesthetics already are sweet. Look at this swedge. And here's this side. Very nice. This is titanium, and ooh, look at that. So the screw's going to be on the inside. Very nice, man. There was nothing held out for the aesthetics on this one. You want to see the blade? Oh, mama, look at that. Whew. That gets right to the point. Wow, that is, I know. This is the pointiest knife I have ever had. Oh my gosh. We'll get a good look at this. You know what? We're going to take it apart, see what it looks like on the inside, and I'll give you an upsy-closey and ups and downs, and this, that is a splinter getter. Oh my goodness. Look at that swedge. Let me clean this blade off. I could definitely tell that I am looking at a higher quality knife. Oh my gosh. Look at the finish. I mean, we'll just go ahead and check out the fit and finish. That is gorgeous. You have two directional on your satin finish. And you know, from the picture, I kind of thought it was an upswept. But you know what? If you go right along the line of the knife, the tip is in line with the pivot. So it's not upswept. It just appears that way because of this giant, this giant swedge right here. So I guess you're going to call it a clip point. But here's a good look at it. Oh my goodness. And up here, there's your Cmb Made Knives logo right there. Nice clean pivot. Good looking titanium. And those look like a T8. So two body screws. Ooh. And look at this. Almost a full length. What do you call that? Three-quarter length. Titanium back spacer. Mama. Whew, I just feel premium today. Just having this. And it is, so I'm guessing you would call that a bolster lock. It's a frame lock, but it's only up here at the front by the bolster. So you tell me, do you call it a frame lock or a bolster lock? I think it's kind of both. It's got a preference. And it's milled out on the inside, which we're going to see in a minute because I'm going to take it apart. We're going to see what it looks like. And here's this side. And there is the Tiguas or Tiguas. I don't know how to pronounce it. There's his symbol, M390 blade steel, and it's the Zetsu. Man, oh man, I can't wait to get inside and see. This thing looks so smooth. See how sharp this thing is right out of the box. Oh wow, it is very abrupt, very, I don't know if the acute is the word. It has a very steep grind on it. So it's a little rough. The edge on it is, I mean, it's sharp, but it's not cutting as clean as I'm used to from Cmb Made Knives. Let me hold it up at a higher angle, and let's see what happens when I do that. Yep. So the edge is not the sharpest I've seen. Now, to be fair, I'm going to try something else. So I've found that when it doesn't go through paper one direction, a lot of times if you come backwards, it's a little better. So sometimes it's about the angle. So this way, it's cutting a lot better. So it has to do with it has a very steep angle on it, just because you don't have a lot of room for your secondary bevel. So it is sharp. It's just going to be more straight line and not really a paper cutter. That's not what it's made for. In and out of the pocket, yeah, no problem there. It's nice and snappy. So no issues going in and out of the pocket. Take a look at this pocket clip. It is so clean, very clean. Like I said, they did not mess around with the aesthetics on this knife. Now, I'll tell you what, we're gonna show the action and the ergos and all that good stuff, but just so you know how big or small this knife is, I'm gonna give you the specs real quick. Taking a quick stab at the weight, you know what? It is light. I'm going to guess between 3 and 3 1/4. I'm just going to go with 3 even. And it is 3.17 ounces. Yes, this is light. Very nice. So your weight is 3.175 ounces. Your total length is 7.84 inches from tip to tip. Your blade style is a clip point blade. You have M390 blade steel, and it is a nice satin finish. Your total blade length and sharpened blade length is 3.51 inches. Your blade width is 0.87 inches. Your blade stock thickness is 139 thousandths of an inch. Your 25 thousandths of an inch behind the edge. You have really nice looking carbon fiber with a metal inlay, and the closed width is 0.80 inches, and your closed width at the highest point is 1.08 inches. Your handle thickness is a 1/2 inch on the nose. It's a front flipper. It has cage ball bearings, a bolster lock, titanium right side only pocket clip. It has T8 pivot screws and T6 body screws, and your designer's T-Gwist. Now there are 4 different variations you can get from these, and I know you can get them at White Mountain Knives, which means you'll get about 22 bucks off of them. Because with my discount code, it'll give you 10% off. They normally run around $222, I believe. So you get it for $198, $199 with the Beez Blades discount code. All of my discount codes and affiliate links are all in the description of every video. So go check them out. And if you don't know how to find them, just send me an email, beezblades@gmail.com. But yeah, this is an absolutely gorgeous knife. And I love the other versions of it too. How about the fit? How are we feeling? Left and right, up and down. It is as solid as a fixed blade. And what's our lockup? Lockup's right there in the middle. How about centering? The centering, I would say, is just a hair to the show side. Not too bad, but it does have a nice looking tip for such a, it looks really dainty and thin, but the tip is strong. The tip is strong with this one. Let's see how she looks next to some other knives that we all know and love. The Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and how about the KIZER Begleiter 2. Loving this one. Love it, love it. So yeah, it's a full-size knife. It just doesn't look full-size because of the slender profile. Definitely a gentlemanly knife without a doubt. And here's the QSP Penguin, baby, and the Civivi Imperium. There we go. Now you know. If you have an Imperium, you have a good idea of the size of the handle, length of the blade. Let's put a couple more up here. How about the CRKT CEO? Now that's even more slender. And one more. Ooh, yeah. The Artisan Serious. You know me, it's hard for me to get too serious because this is too much fun. You don't have to be serious. This is a knife. No, these are knives and they're sweet. Let's do 2 more. The KIZER Splinter. Yeah, there you go. There's your territory. And last but certainly not least, the Vosteed Bellamy. Oh my goodness, this one here, if you haven't checked it out, you're gonna have to check it out. And I'll put a linky-doo at the end of the video that you can go and check it out. Let's see how many ways we can open this knife. So the front flipper, ooh yeah, look at that. That is the perfect jimping. Very nice. Very nice, very grabby. I noticed as soon as I put my thumb up here, my finger's not gonna slip off. So you don't have to have a full purchase with your thumb. You could just be right on the side of it. Ooh, it is so snappy. And look at that. Let's see, it's not dropping shut, but man, you just give it a little bit of gravity and it is shutting. How about this? Oh yes, there we go. We have 2. Yes, that is very nice. And how about one of my favorites? The index flip. Yes, I can sit. Oh yes. Okay, calm down. It is very easy to index flip. The detent is about right here before you go over that detent ball. Very nice. Now, can I do that? I probably can't do the over the top with my left hand, but super easy. And how about the pass through? The pass through is, it doesn't look like a lot, but you don't need it. Look how smooth this is. Super smooth. It's this edge right here is perfect. It grabs your finger almost like jimping does, and it does have a steel lock bar insert. That way you're not going to get issues with getting the lock of death. But yes, I mean, this thing, they have thought of all of the niceties that you get with one of these knives. Ergo-wise, my hand's 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. And how does it feel? Oh, it just melts in your hand. I'm not squeezing it and then giving it the bee squeeze. No hot spots at all. There are no hot spots. And these edges, check out the chamfering on these edges. it not only looks gorgeous, it makes a big difference. There's no sharp edges at all to dig into your hand. Wow. Feels very comfortable. You know, I mean, myself, I like a lot of jimping. I wouldn't have minded if the jimping went all the way out here. I realize it would have taken away maybe from the aesthetics of such a beautiful knife. Me, I'm more of a utilitarian. I do like to have the jimping, and you know what? You're going to be able to do, you're going to have to raise it just a little bit just because of the upswept blade. But this point you could actually use to do some utility cutting. This is going to be great for a gentleman's everyday carry. I mean, you could take this to the steakhouse and set this next to your knife and fork, and folks are going to be like, whoa, what is that? But yeah, the ergos are good. The action is good. It's flippy. It is a gorgeous knife. Let's see if we can take it apart. All right, let's get inside here. So it looks like we're definitely going to have a D-shaped pivot. I would hope so with a more premium knife like this, that all those things that sometimes we have to worry about aren't going to be an issue. So let's see how this is going to work. Oh, okay, very nice. No problem at all. It's like, nope, no issues, boys. Thank you all for being here. I hope you're having fun. Don't forget, if you like my knife content, to hit the thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe so you can get weekly, almost by daily, about every other day, sometimes even more knife content. And I will keep it coming. Don't you worry. I have too much fun doing this. And I may in the near future be adding some extra content. Let's see. I don't want to. Let me make sure here. It is. Oh, that is tough. I'm going to try it from this side. Oh, okay. All right. We're letting go over here. So now I have to remember this is over here. And just one screw. Oh, no, there's two. Let's see if this one will come out over here. Yep. Okay. All right. So I'm not definitely... Let's see. How am I going to do this? I'm going to put this over here, and this dude's in the middle. Gonna keep track. So yeah, this one right here was locked in, and I wasn't going to take a chance of stripping something. So here's the inside of your carbon fiber. That's some nice looking carbon fiber, I tell you what. So let me open the blade, and am I going to have... so I can't take this out. Let me try something here. Let me get a doodad. And you definitely got to get you some of these doodads. You'll see me using them all the time. I use them to clean my knives all the time. And I'm just going to push the pivot out. Let's see. How's that going to work? We're locked. I don't want to be locked. And I don't think, I wouldn't be able to take this apart from this side anyway, because the pocket clip, your screw is on the inside right there. So we definitely have to come from this side. So let's see if I can just... Oh yeah, there we go. So I just used the back end of this. It's plastic. It's not going to scratch anything, to pop the pivot screw out. And is it D-shaped? It's D-shaped. Got the big D. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so let's see. Oh, okay. Look at here. We have another screw. All right. Throw me for a couple little loops here, but being very careful. Holding it together. I don't want that blade to fall out on me. There we go. There we go. So here's my little screw that's going to go on first. And hopefully you guys are keeping track for me of, where my parts are. So here's a look. Here's a look at the inside. It's nice and clean. It's very, very clean. And I'm going to go ahead and clean this off. I have some alcohol on a rag that I'm just going to use to clean that off. Not that it really needed any cleaning, because it is really clean. And don't forget, on Friday nights, 8:15 to 11:15 p.m. every Friday, Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. Let's see. Is this dude just trying to be obstinate? Okay, there we go. So it came off. It was just holding on. It's milled very well for weight reduction. And it has a little washer in here. And let's see. Will that come out? The washer is being stuck in by the oil. Let me grab something, just so I can show you. I like doing this stuff a little slower sometimes when I'm just chilling, but you can grab it with a little pair or something like that. But that's what that looks like. It doesn't really need cleaned. It's super clean. So I'm just going to clean this off real quick and just put it right back where I found it. And yeah, this thing is so smooth. It has a very premium feel. This is one, the next time I go to a steakhouse or we go out to eat or do something fancy like that, I'm bringing this knife with me, because man, it is really nice. And take a look here. There's your bearings. And here's the open side of your bearings if you want to see what those look like. Very nice, very, very nice. I'm just going to clean those off. Not that they need it. But don't forget, Beez Blades, live at the Hive. Come and have fun. You know, we don't just talk about knives. We talk about knives, everything that's going on. Sometimes we talk about food. I love it when we get on the subject of food because everybody has an opinion on that. Not everyone, you know, it feels like talking about blade steel every night. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. And any kind of knife questions you have, the Hive stream, I'm telling you what, that there's usually 100 to 200 people in there, and you can just come and check out and lurk. Now, look here, see, there's your lock bar insert. It's an over travel stop, so you don't go too far. It'll keep you from damaging anything, and then that's what's going to hit your lock face, so you don't get that lockup, the lock that you don't want. So far, so good. There you go. We're going to go ahead and put her back together. I have some KPL Heavy. I have links in the description to KPL, which stands for Knife Pivot Lube, for heavy and original that you can use when you clean your knives or care for your knives. And let's see if I can carefully not put too much because I'm strong-handed. And I'm concentrating. There we go. And some more. And I'm just dragging what's in there out. You don't have to put this much, because it will follow itself all the way around. That's all I'm going to put on there. And while we're at it, we'll get a little pit of KPL original. Put some on a doodad. And I want to thank you all the subscribers and patrons and channel members that always comment. That helps the channel. It supports the channel. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And everybody that always hits the thumbs up, you know, the like button. That makes a big difference too. And I'm excited for some of the knives that are headed towards the channel. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to share with you guys and gals. Oh, I can't wait. Now this knife has been interesting because the blade is just, wow. It's not one of the normal blades that I am used to, and I think I'm going to like it because it's different. And if you look here, when this is on here, that's going to be your, that right there is your stop pin. And it's going to go all the way around and stop when it comes back in, right at the same spot at that stop pin. So let's get our pivot and put our pivot back in. And it's going to make me put it in one certain way. Let me show you. Are we D-shaped inside here? Yes. No. Yes. So I'm going to have to put the D. I'm going to have to put the D in the right way. You know, you got to put the D in the right way. So if you're driving right now and listening and not watching, and you watch later, I hope you're driving safe and I hope you're having a great day. And everybody that watches Beez when they get up in the morning with some breakfast, hello to you. Let me get a little more KPL. So far, so good. I was kind of wondering how the disassembly, sometimes what I've kind of noticed, and I might be wrong on this, but it seems like some of the fancier knives have tighter tolerances sometimes, and sometimes they don't look like they're as easy to disassemble as the knives that you normally see on the channel. And what am I doing wrong here? Is it just going to fit back on there? There we go. There we go. Very nice. Very, very nice. I put this dude on here and just put a little bit of this on here, a little bit of that. But something else that I wanted to mention that sometimes I forget to mention is I've learned so much from all of you that when I don't know something, you'd be like, hey, by the way, you know, whatever. And I'll be like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. You know, I am no expert by any means. I've been taking you all down the path with me, and it is so nice and so cool that you have gone down this knife collecting path with me. I mean, it has been an amazing journey, and I cannot wait to see where it takes us all together. I love that you all support the channel, and you come to the live streams. All right, so that was the only screw there. This one's over here. And that's going to be our 2 body screws. So, you know, so far, I think we're doing all right. It's going together pretty smoothly. Pretty smoothly. This is one of those ones that you kind of have to do backwards because, I don't know, hopefully you saw, but because the screw goes all the way through, you can't take it apart from this side for that pocket clip. But it does make the pocket clip look really nice and adds a lot to the aesthetics. I mean, look how clean. It is so clean. Let me make sure my pivot is pushed all the way in. All right. And let's see here. Make sure I have it pushed. I didn't have it all the way in. There we go. Now we got it pushed all the way in. And now, you know what? We almost have this bad boy back together. I hope you all have fun just as much as I do with knife collecting and knife enthusiasm. And shout out to all of you that have got back into knife collecting. You discovered the channel. You discovered all of these new knives that have come out in the last few years. And that quality of knives have improved. And let's feel. Rock solid, left and right. It is locked up now. And everything looks good. Are we centered? We are, yeah, now we're centered. So maybe before, I don't know. It's centered now. So let's go back to the big screen. So final thoughts on the Cmb Zetsu. I have to say it is a gorgeous knife. It has great ergos. The action is superb on it. I love the action. It's super snappy. There's no hot spots. It's well done. It's well made. It's very well put together. The only little nitpick would be that your plunge grind comes right down to the sharpen edge, so there is no sharpening choil. I would like a sharpening choil added if it were me, but other than that, it serves its purpose. It's a great, different design. I'm very happy to have it. Thank you, Cmb Made Knives, for sending this to the channel for me to check out. I will definitely have this on me the next time I dress up, which I don't dress up that often, but I will. This is going to be one of those, you know, set it down next to the plate, like, yeah, just gonna set that right there. But the ergos, everything about it is just phenomenal. Is it worth $198, $199? I think absolutely. M390 blade steel, the titanium, every little detail that they've done, I found no flaws. Everything just looks gorgeous. I think it's a beautiful knife. I'm curious, tell me what you think about it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? You know, if you're not interested in this particular knife, tell me about one you're interested in right now, or one you might want to see on the channel, or tell me what your favorite Pop-Tarts are. And you know, if you want to, go and check out this bad boy right here. Go hit that link after the video and check this. This is the Vosteed Bellamy. If you haven't seen my video on that, it is an awesome knife. But until I talk to you again or see you in the live chats or in the live streams, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.